Alright, before we had the Kindle Scribe and then the Kindle Scribe 2, kind of, with a 2-year gap. Now we have the Kindle Scribe, and to make things confusing, it's just called the Kindle Scribe. We're just going to go over this live and see what is going on. So we have, it looks like a Wacom digitizer with an EMR pen, so that's good. We have an 11-inch screen up from 10.2. We have 5.4 millimeters, which is pretty thin, honestly, because we've seen devices as low into the 4 millimeters of world. Now we have 400 grams. It weighs less than a notebook. Well, depends on how many pages your notebook has. Now it does have a lot of AI integration, AI tools, etc., so that's very nice. Now they also have convert to text, which is kind of a given for e-notes, and they have share to OneNote. You can also view the notes on your smartphone or tablet. A redesigned workspace, including the home, which is for the longest time been the exact same thing for pretty much any Kindle, has now been rearranged. We also have Google Drive and OneDrive integration. So this is all really exactly what we needed out of Amazon's devices, because they laid the groundwork for a pretty convincing unit when the Scribe came out in 2022 and subsequently got revamped in 2024. Now we have something else, the Kindle Scribe Colorsoft. I really wish they didn't call it the Kindle Scribe Colorsoft. They should have just called it the Scribe Color. That would have been more intuitive. Now, much the same thing. You have 11 inches, paper-like feel, AI for your notes, etc. Now, we do have a Kaleido 3 screen. No, they're not going with gallery or anything like that, and that's because of the speed of everything. You want it to be very, very quick and easy. And we've seen ourselves and 5 other devices in the industry, Gallery 3 is not ready for prime time, therefore Amazon's not really using it. Also, it's not very usable in terms of the refresh rate and everything, so they basically went with Kaleido. However, it is also stated that they are using the oxide technology that hasn't really been implemented in a whole lot of consumer products that Sharp was using and showing at all of their trade shows, which is funnily enough because Sharp never actually released any e-paper product except for the Sharp eNote in 2020, and the Sharp 8 never really came out outside of trade shows. So it is kind of nice to see Amazon picking up the pieces, so to speak, and using it. Now, of course, all of this is just very preliminarily being assessed, and this is all going to change as it is an ever-changing situation. We haven't had the units land yet. The Japanese version may very well be different than the American version, as we've seen with the Colorsoft. You guys have to stay tuned, and we will be right back with you guys with as much news as humanly possible. See you on the next one.